Welcome to another vlog. It is Sunday, January 30th, and Kat and I just finished making soap. I have been feeling not great off and on all weekend. Just been unfortunate, but such is the nature of things. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Alright, so I'm about to have us finish cleaning up and do a little bit of relaxing, and then I'm going to work on the new project that I have assigned to myself, because that's what I do. So let's go chill for a minute. Alright, so here's what I'm working on, is lunch boxes for basically everybody but David, because David's not into this kind of thing. This one's Kat, so that's a hard-boiled egg, Parmesan crisps, wheat thins, rice, teriyaki marinated chicken, some broccoli, and some blueberries. I think it's going to be a good start. I also made one for me, and I made one for Cam, and for Allie, and for Em. Hopefully they like them. Alright, it is now Monday, January 31st. I really didn't have anything to film earlier today. It was just busy. Had a lot of things to do, and work was really super busy. I'm very tired. We got some filming finished tonight. Hopefully I will be able to get the video out on time. I haven't had any chance to do any editing on it, but here's what I made for everybody's lunch. So this one's mine. I got teriyaki marinated salmon, a chicken broth risotto, corn, and a hard-boiled egg. Allie and Em have really similar. They just don't have the salmon because they don't really much like fish, and they get some extra fruit. I'll have some fruit, but I'll be home, so I can just open it whenever I feel like it. Plus they have some cookies and a little bit of cheese. Allie also has some sliced turkey in here, and they're both getting orange juice. Cam is getting similar. They just get chocolate almond milk, all the goodies. And then here for Kat, making sure they eat while they're at work. It is Tuesday, February 1st. It is David's birthday. He turned 40 today. He asked me to make a cake so that way the kids could have some birthday cake. So I'm about to take that out of the fridge. It is not the fanciest looking cake, but it'll do. Cake. So it's from scratch, just vanilla cake with a chocolate frosting. I'm gonna let it sit out for a little bit before we cut into it. Yes, I got the grown-up plates over here.
I got the three kid plates over here. I get purple.
Yum!
I'll take that cake.
So it is Wednesday, February 2nd. David's birthday went well yesterday. We didn't do anything particularly big. He didn't really want any gifts. He just wanted to be able to hang out with the family and play video games and do his thing. I ended up staying home from work because I just can't seem to feel better. Just exhausted all the time, and on top of that I'm having a hard time sleeping, so I don't know, maybe I'll take like some sleep aids tonight or something just so I can rest. We need to make some soap, but we'll see if I have it in me today, because Kat also needs to take Cam to their dad's house, and we need to go to the restaurant supply store and get some more olive oil because we're almost out. So it's a whole thing. The restaurant supply store is kind of far away, and it's closer to Cam's dad's house, so it might work out to do it that way. I'm about to head off to the dentist for a cleaning. New video goes up in less than 2 hours, which I just barely finished the last of it maybe an hour ago. This new video style is a lot of fun, and I really like the final product. It's just whenever you change something a lot, you have to build new systems in your brain and how to get the workflow where it's effective and where I need it. And that's going to take time. So I don't need any advice or anything. I've got it. It's just a matter of, I've done editing essentially the same way for over a year now, since we switched off of the old freeware we were using to Adobe Premiere. And now with 2 videos, it's a very different editing style. I have to build a new workflow. And I think I've got it, but it still just takes time to get used to, and I'm not fast at it yet. It's still taking me several days to edit the video, where previously I could edit a video in like less than a day. Now it's taking me like 2 or 3 days. So it's a lot of work, but worth it. Very much worth it. So that new video goes up. I need to go get shoes and a coat, go to my dental cleaning, which I don't want to go to, but, dental health is really important to your overall health. So I'm going to make sure that I get that done. Let's go.
I suppose that didn't work out quite as expected. I got to the dentist office, and pretty much as soon as I parked, I got a phone call from Allie's school that she wasn't feeling well and I needed to come pick her up. So I ran inside the dentist office, let them know, hey, I gotta go, and went and picked her up and went back home. So need to reschedule that. So instead, let me show you a little bit of what I was working on this week. Bailey J put out a new vlog recently where she was working on this art piece called Bitter Hearts, and I loved it, and the way she did it is so cute, but it just was screaming to me a need for something gothy. Just very gothy, because all of her stuff is just so cute. So instead I decided to do a really cute girl with a gothy aesthetic, because hers was this very gothy looking, very grumpy girl in this very cute pastel aesthetic, and I had to do it. So that was the piece I was working on here. It's been a really long time since I've worked on an illustration like this. So I had a lot of fun playing with the background. So here I am starting to add some sort of texture details, and I go ahead and turn those down so that they're not quite as obvious and amp up some of the shadows and the shading. Definitely need some more practice there, but at the end result I'm pretty happy with. Gave her a few extra details, some hearts, cute it up a little bit. Let me know if this is something that you might be interested in getting as like a print. I designed it to be about a 4x6, so it might make a cute little mini print. Guess she's kind of an e-girl, maybe. But here is the finished piece. I'm really happy with it. It's been so fun getting back into art. Thanks, everybody. Back to regular vlog time.
Oh, God. I'm tired. It's Thursday the 3rd. And I still feel like crap. I tried to go to bed really early last night, or like right after I put the kids to bed. And I just couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. And I went downstairs and was talking with Kat, because they were still up, and so was David. I was like, I just don't understand why I'm like struggling so much. And Kat looks at me and goes, I wonder if you're having a flare-up. And I was like, oh, you're right. Oh, it snuck up on me. Like, oh my God. And it became suddenly so clear. Like, yeah, my shoulder has been hurting all day. My joints feel off. It's 100% a flare-up. Great. Fucking fibro. And as you can hear, I'm still a little sick, which is not exactly helping the situation. So that's that. I'm home. Well, I normally work from home, but I took the day off from my corporate job because I just got no brain right now. No brain. So started the day off kind of interesting. About almost exactly 6 a.m. got woken up to the sound of a car accident out in front of the house. Again, which is kind of surprising because normally we go like 6 months between car accidents, and there was just one recently. This one was pretty minor, though. It was mostly not a fender bender, but like nobody was hurt. Everything was fine. So it got cleared up pretty quickly, but yeah. I knew, like as soon as I heard the crash, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be awake now, that's for sure. I know that much. Ugh. So I'm gonna try and get some chores done around the house, try to keep it easy, not work myself too hard. Yeah. I hate flare-ups. They suck. Well, soap boxes are here. I ordered 10 100 packs of the small size and the high top size. This seems like too much. I'm going to need to take them all out and count them because this seems like too much. Okay, so each one of these boxes has 5 cases of 100 soap boxes. This is the small size. And this is 1 box of 200 of the high top soap box sizes. So we still have 2 of these left. How? I mean, unless each one of these has 2 more of those, maybe? I don't know. I'm really confused. Let's see. Okay, maybe that's it. Okay, that would make sense. Okay. Whew. Okay, so it turns out it is the correct number. These are just way bigger in box size than I expected. 2 of the shipping boxes have now been sacrificed to the children, and we're good. So this should last us a little while.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's Friday, February 4th. I have been completely useless all day. Probably says something that's how I describe being sick, as being useless. Maybe that's fucked up. That might be a little fucked up. I'm not feeling well. I'm really struggling. I think I've mentioned it before when I've been sick in the vlog, which is that I don't sleep during the day. Like, I can't nap unless I'm really sick. And I slept today in the middle of the day. So that should kind of tell you where I'm at physically. I'm really tired. I'm super drained. I didn't work my corporate job today. Luckily I have FMLA, so I can use that. But yeah, I'm definitely struggling. Like, I don't know if you can tell. The energy is not here. I'm hoping that resting will help and I'll be feeling better. Because it kind of sucks that I was like feeling better last week and then like almost immediately just got like hit like a Mack truck. So I honestly can't tell if it's just a flare-up thing or if I'm still sick or if it's some sort of horrible amalgamation of both. Definite possibility. But in good news, my mom got her back surgery early, which is great. I'm going to probably call her tomorrow and check in on her, see how she's doing. They're not expecting there to be significant change for a couple of weeks while everything sort of settles. So I'll check in and see how she's doing. But I think I'm going to go get some sleep. Some more sleep. Something like that. All right. Bye. Okay, so we are starting off today with trying to redo Kat's hair. This green just really didn't work. Like, as much as it was a pretty color, it's fading so fast, like way faster than normal. So I'm going to be putting some new color on. As a reminder, you should always go to a professional. Don't do what we do. Do what we say, not what we do. We're also watching Jackie's stream while we do it. So here we go. So I'm sitting on the floor and you get messy, tiny ponytail for right now. So about 30 minutes after that last clip took place with Kat's hair, Kat needed to go take a shower. David wanted to go get some dinner and wanted someone to go with him to help carry food and stuff. So David and I left and got like 2 blocks from the house and got in a car accident. Luckily, we are both fine. Our car is surprisingly fine. um, I'm just coming down off of stress and adrenaline, and this is now taking place. This filming is taking place about 6 hours after the accident. This is about the first time I've started to not feel like total crap. Because you know how, like, adrenaline kicks in and you feel like shit, and then the adrenaline starts to wear off and you feel like super shit, and then finally you start to get back to normal? That's about where I'm at. It could have been so much worse than it was. Thank goodness it was not that bad. So what happened is that we were coming up on an intersection, and this particular intersection I hate because people act like this intersection is like there's no stoplights. There is, but they act like there isn't. So I'm always very wary around that intersection. And we were going down the road, and it was a green light, and the person ahead of us put on their blinker to go right, and in the crosswalk going parallel to the way we were going, there was a pedestrian who had entered the crosswalk on the other side. And the car in front of us probably could have just turned and it would have been fine. Like, the pedestrian had just gotten into the crosswalk, was not very far across. But instead, they came to a complete stop. This was not the most slow stop. But again, I'm kind of a defensive driver, especially in certain areas of where we live. So I saw that all happen and knew I was going to need to stop. So I started to stop, and as soon as that, I knew something was going to happen. So I stopped and had plenty of space between me and the car in front of me, which was good because I could see in my rearview mirror that the person behind me was not stopping. And I had enough time to tell David, here it comes. Like, hang tight, here it comes. And I hear the screeching of his tires because he wasn't stopping until like the last second, and he hits his brakes so hard there's smoke going everywhere, and I can hear the screeching. And you know how time like moves in slow motion when you're stressed? It was definitely one of those moments. So I took my foot off the brake right before he hit us. And so then he rear-ended us, and I got my brake back on in time to not hit the car in front of us. Granted, I had left a good amount of space between me and the car in front of us, so that helped. And then the car in front of us kind of panicked and drove off. They didn't get hit, though, so they're fine. The pedestrian was like, oh. So we pulled into the parking lot that was right next to where it happened because I'm not an idiot. My car was drivable, so I'm like, I'm going to move my car out of the way and not be blocking traffic. And I thought for sure it was about to be a really shitty moment. I thought for sure our car was going to be like really fucked up, and that this guy was going to get out of the car and scream at me. And David is aggro when people are aggro to him. Like, he matches energy, and I'm like, I swear to God, I don't need my spouse getting into a fucking fist fight with a stranger over this shit right now. I don't care enough. It's just a car. And David and I were both okay. We get out. The guy is like freaking out. He's like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention till the last minute. Like, I haven't had a car accident in like 40 years. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, we're okay. Are you okay? And I get out to go look at the back of my car, and it's barely any damage at all. Barely any damage. Thank goodness. Basically, the back panel looks like it kind of like got pushed up a little bit, but other than that, it's fine. His car didn't look very good, but it was like a 1997, and you know how like every car from 1997 looks like shit? So it was already all banged up, but it took some damage too, way more than our car took, frankly. I had to spend like 35 minutes on the phone with the insurance company. I didn't call the cops because I didn't feel like I needed to. He stayed and did everything he was supposed to do, and he was a nice guy, but like, you know, ACAB, dude, like, I don't want to call the cops if I don't have to. So yeah, that's kind of been my day. we'll do a check-in on Kat's hair in a second, but yeah. I was in a car accident. Fuck. Yeah. So, drive safe, okay? Alright, well here's Kat's finished hair color. Way more green. A lot less blue or teal. I'm pretty happy with it. How are you liking it?
I love it.
I think it looks way better.
This is what I wanted.
Exactly. So,
I don't hate it anymore.
I'm glad you don't. Yay! I wanted you to be happy with it. I thought some yellow in there would help a lot. Hopefully the next time we dye it, it comes out the same. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Alright, so that's going to be it for today's vlog. Go hydrate, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.